Okay, you lot. Twitch stream question of the week. I love this segment. Cool. What's something you swore you'd never do, but you did? Alright, let's go. I swore I'd never cheat on my exams. Ended up using my phone in every single GCSE exam without fail. Still failed. First of all, can I say you've got balls of steel to use your phone in the exam? Because you see the way my exam invigilators told me that if you use your phone in the exam, they basically told me if I use my phone and get caught, I'm gonna die. Like, they told me I would die. They told me I would get banned from every single GCSE paper in the world. They told me that no sixth form or college would ever accept me. They told me unis would spit in my face. They told me I'd never get a job. They told me all these things. And a nigga like you still done it. But I'm not gonna lie, still failing though. They made cheating look crazy. Except, bro, they made cheating look crazy. And whole time, it's not even that deep. Can't I do it at uni? Bro, you man got balls of steel, bro. Next one. What's something you swore you never do but did? I swore I'd never fall in love again, and then Babs came along. You know, if I was a bit more famous, like, this would be kind of cool. But because I know I'm a small content creator and I know my audience and I know that my audience is predominantly male, this is kind of concerning. I would say my community right at this moment of time is like 95% male, 99. Yeah, I think Virginie2108 is probably the only woman in the chat ever. Ross, you wrote that. 99.9. Okay, chill, because Virginie2108 is in the chat. Okay, and you'd actually be surprised. I know 2 other females in the chat. So what's something you swore you never do but did? Told Babs' mum I would never sell drugs. Then I sold a 3-5 to Babs the next morning in first period maths. Whoa, 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 Mumsy, that's not true. Mumsy, hold on. Wait, Mumsy, that's not true. You can't believe everything you see on the internet, Mumsy. You can't believe anything you see on the internet. This is not true. This is not true at all. How could you attract more female audience? I mean, shit. I don't know. First of all, I think it's because of you guys in the community. Anytime you guys see it's a speck of women in this chat, you guys lose all composure. As soon as you guys see a female name, don't look like a titan. Yeah, love. You know what? You know what? It's 2026. You know what? It's 2026. Them cart titan thingies, it doesn't get to me anymore. I'm not gonna let the rage bait get to me. It's 2026. I'm filled with positivity. Yeah, you could call me a cart titan. I'm what? I know I'm lame. Alright, what's something you swore you'd never do but did? Eating box. We're just gonna move on with that one. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Dating apps. Okay, chat. Now myself, yeah, I'm not a single individual. But I hear that, like, once you hit a certain age, like, dating apps is actually the way to go. But, like, me as well, in my head, I would think I would never do such a thing. But whoever's done that, listen, brother, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it is what it is. A lot of people's parents met through dating apps. It just is what it is. I thought I caught you on Hinge.
Oolad the fraudulent underscore says you have a girl BTW. Tread carefully before I send her this vid.
Brother, what are you talking about? And first of all, is that the type of nigga you are? Nah, if you actually try to find love on dating apps, I don't know. Nah, I hope guys aren't trying to find love on dating apps. My friend Amber was screen sharing it, and a guy called Babs came up. Brother, no, that's the wrong guy. Come on. Can't say I met my wife on Hinge. No, I can't lie. Guys who do go on Hinge to find love, brazy, bro. She's getting overly cracked, bro. Like, what are you actually doing? What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Trust another bitch. First of all, we call them women around here, okay? Don't be out here calling women bitches, okay? They're women, female. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Ate ass. I mean, why are niggas eating ass, bro? Why, man? Is box not enough, bro? Like, is box actually not enough, bro? That's a W. Oh my God, what sort of chat do I have, bro? What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Beat my meat to my... I can't lie. We're just gonna completely skip this one because... Do you know what? Aye, TY, that was you. TY asked me to guess which one was him. TY, that was you. That was you. That one about beating my meat to my mum was... How can the next one be related to it? There was a lie. So nigga, why the fuck are you telling me lies, bro? This is TY. TY, this is you. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Smoke, sadly. Listen, man. It is what it is. Once you've done it, it's cool. Just don't do it again. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Back when eating the cat wasn't a rated thing, I kept saying I would never. 1 year later, I was eating that shit. Yo, chat. What honey packs are you, man, on? Man said, who said... No one said your name. No one said your name. But chat, if you said you munched bog back in 019, 020, 021, I feel like it got normalized in like 2024. You know what I mean? Can't forget the bev. Now that's a concerning comment, because if you're talking about the bev, about munching box, what are you on about? Pour some honey, it makes it bearable. Nah, chat, we're gonna skip because I don't know where this is going. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Losing my virginity to a hoe. Listen. There's value to that. There's value to that, okay? Because when your
Busy
first
Pate
crack...
says lick your nut off her cooch.
I can't deal with this chat no more. There's value in cracking a hoe for your first time, because your first time, you don't know nothing. You don't know what you're doing. You're new out here. You know what I'm saying? You're like Bronze Bravo. You're new out here. So if the first time you lose your virginity to a hoe, she knows the ropes. She'll show you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She'll show you the ropes. You'll learn. Now the second one, maybe another one. But when you find the one you love, you'll know what you're doing. You'll know what you're doing. Can you put this guy on timeout? I can't lie. Next one to talk about box is getting put on a timeout. Yeah, I'm just like, can we just say, what's something you swore you'd never do but did? Smoke a fag. Listen, whoever smoked a blem, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is completely wild. However, listen, it is what it is. Just don't do that shit again. You know what it is, chat? In life, you just need it is what it is mindset. W smoking swag. No. Is this not a box friendly? No, it's a box friendly chat, but like, I feel like, it's definitely box friendly, but like, let's still keep it on the low. You know what I mean? You can't say that, gang. Wait, what can I say? W smoking swag. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, because I don't smoke. What's something you swore you never do but did? Cheat, but I liked it so much I done it again, and again. What I'm about to say is completely horrible. However, I hope that's a male. What do you mean you hope it was a male? No, because listen, women are wicked. Yeah, women are absolutely wicked. Yeah, and do you know what? Let me not cancel myself. Next one. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Bash in a public setting. That was the riskiest but most fun I had. Now listen. Would you classify school as public settings? Moving on.
What?
Word is you've bashed at work. On my whole life, I've never bashed at work. On my whole life. The most nastiest thing I've ever done at work is take a shit. Finesse Kid. Chat, let me tell you guys a bit of context, yeah? Finesse Kid, me and Finesse Kid work together, but Finesse Kid, there's like a hierarchy. Finesse Kid's on the hierarchy. He's above me on the hierarchy, yeah? So, I don't even think, you don't know this, Finesse Kid, yeah? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to open up right now. There was a period of time where every single day at 9 a.m, I would go for a shit. Like my body was so routine to this 9 a.m. shit, it was brazy. Like it was genuinely a routine. Like I knew whenever I was working, yo, it's getting to that 9 a.m. I need to finish what I'm doing because at 9 a.m, yo, I'm gonna need to go and shit. Shit at work or school is a minor. I lie? Bro, I tried to tell someone that I shit at work and they told me I'm nasty, bro. Like, I went to the disabled toilet every time. So the entire time when guys were asking for you, you were shitting. Interesting. I can't lie, Finesse Kid. Do you know that's probably genuinely where I was? Like, no one actually ever asked me, like, where have you been? But, like, if someone asked me where have I been, I would genuinely tell them I went to the toilet. And I wouldn't be lying, bro. Like, I've never really, like, skived. Like, I've never left the building and just, like, not been at work. Like, bro, anytime you've genuinely not seen me, I've just been in the gutters, bro. I've just been in the
Xenu
car.
says I shit so much at work I have a fav cubicle.
Same, bro. The disabled cubicle on the second floor, bro. That's my one. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Use my savings money, but I used it to try... See the word gamble. I used it to try gamble, which I doubled my savings. Okay. But used all the money in blackjack. Safe to say we're starting again. Shit, man. I know a brother when I see one, man. I know a brother when I see one. Lesson learnt, we go again. Acoustic band, no! Why didn't you just use his winnings to gamble with? Because Raspberry Jam, bro, you just get so into it, bro. Bro, you just get, like, when you're in this gambling loop, you just get so into it, yeah, that, like, you might use you tell yourself, cool, this first 1,000 that I used, I'm going to put that back. I'm going to play with the other 1,000 that I just won. You somehow end up losing that 1,000. You're like, I need to win it back. You go back to your original £1,000, bro, and you lose that shit, man. I've been there, bro. I've been there. Because I hate the reception gambling gets. Because what do you mean I was 18 and the first thing I done was get a betting account? I lie, bro. Like, genuinely, TY, everyone in sixth form, as soon as we turned 18, Bet365. Bet365. Man, then what game are you betting on today? Champions League. Bro, it's so bad, bro. I only discovered blackjack like last year, bro. But I truly discovered blackjack this year. 2025. No, I discovered blackjack in 2024. But 2025 is where I truly discovered gambling. Chat, in December, no word of a lie, I genuinely think I went to the casino about 10 times, bro. 10 times. And I think a good 5 of them, I drove all the way to central London. Paid £11 for parking. Like, bro, it was bad, bro. I genuinely had an addiction. Luckily for myself, I didn't lose any money. I lost what I won, basically. One time I went in there with 3 bills, I left with 6. Then the next time I went in there with 6, I left with 4. But, like, that 6 at one point was 2 bills, so I got it back to 4. Listen, all in all, I left positive, but I left the game. I'm not going back to the casino in 2026. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Believe that all people are good people. That's a deeper one, and I agree. What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Wipe my ass with tissue. Done it once, never will do it again. That's definitely 1900_TY. Freaky, dirty motherfucker. What are you talking about? What did you usually wipe it with? Confession. Do you know what? Fuck it. Confession. One time, me and my boy, me and I think 3 of my boys we was all riding bikes, and we rode, like, he basically went to go riz this girl. Like, she lived like maybe 10 minutes from where we was. So we all rode bikes there, and she lived in like some block, and we was just outside the block, and he was just rizzing, whatever. We was in year 7 or year 8, yeah. But chat, I needed to shit, like, badly, and I couldn't ride home. Chat, I found like some grass path, yeah. It was like behind, so like people had a house, their garden, and behind that was like some grass path, and then like people's garden and house on the other side. Chat, I just had to shit right there, yeah. And when I tell you, it looked like red kidney beans, bro. Like, yeah, that's literally what it looked like. And I was out, and I didn't have no tissue. Why did I just say this story? Now I'm actually thinking, why did I just say this story? Nobody asked. Nobody paid me to say this story. Why did I just say this?
Bro, 134 says, how did we get here?
No, I can't lie. I don't know why. Chat, this is why I need to... why do I just open up like this, man? What's something you swore you'd never do but did? Wear straight leg joggers, flare joggers in 023. I would have said fuck no, but this year, all my tracksuits and joggers have been straight leg / flared. Can't lie. I think that's generally everybody, and everyone needs to be honest about that. In 2022, if you told me that I would be wearing flared tracksuit... I remember one time my boy told me, yo, these bottoms are cold. And they were flared tracksuit bottoms. I was like, brother, like, what are you on about, bro? These are meaty. Bro, like you said, I think half of my tracksuits are literally flared. What's something you saw you'd never do but did? Bashing. Listen, man. 2026, man, them. Stop the goon.
Busy Paid says you're disgusting.
You know what, Busy Paid? That's not the worst thing I've ever heard. Jack, 2026, yeah? Stop the goon. Stop the goon. If you've already done it in the first 5 days, alright, cool. Stop from now, bro. If you stop from now, you can still say that in 2026, you didn't bash. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. What's something you swore you'd never do but did?
Tsianu says back to the shitting. Did you finger yourself to get the shit residue out or?
No, bro. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, bro, you know what the worst thing is? When you're outside, if you are gonna do a public shit and you ain't got tissue, leaves are the way to go with it. But there was no leaf around, so I generally just had to pull back up my boxes and then ride back home. Yeah, why am I still talking about this story, bro? Like, the darkest thing is if someone shat themselves in your garden, you would protest. No, I can't. If someone shat in my garden, I'll be, bro, leaves are too soft. No, but you need to find like them big leaves, yeah, that are like hard-ish. Listen, bro, why are we talking about this, bro? On the topic of shitting, when I was in Dam, I smoked too much, then had some dodgy chicken and had to go on the side of the road. Yo, who was this? But chat, that concludes the question of the week. Thank you guys for sending in your answers. I appreciate it. Join the Discord to answer them next time, or follow me on Instagram. All my handles I post when we're doing the next question of the week. So yeah, I appreciate you guys.